Pretty loud. Once again, we're at Occupy Vancouver, and this time we've got a lovely protester with a sign. How are you doing? What's your name?
I'm doing great. My name is Lucy.
Lucy? Okay.
I'm very inspired.
Awesome. Well, what about this movement is inspiring you?
What about this movement is inspiring? Well, I was just saying to my friend Gabriel here that what is really inspiring about this movement is just to realize that people actually care about what is going on in the world, and that this idea of universal apathy is simply false, and that there are people all who genuinely care about what is going on. And if anyone is watching this and feeling like they are alone and wanting to change things, they are not alone. And this is something I have realized by being here, and this is why I feel so much more powerful today than I did a week ago, is that I am not alone in feeling like we need to change.
That's fantastic. So what do you believe are the key issues of Occupy Vancouver?
I think the key issues are corporate greed, definitely. There's a lot of talking about corporate greed, and I think that the reason for that is because corporate greed is kind of the root of a lot of different issues, such as why I am here personally, which is Mother Nature. I feel like we need to respect the environment a lot more, and some of the people who are doing the most damage on the environment are corporations, and so I'm here to combat that, amongst other things.
Oh, fantastic. So do you believe that the Occupy Vancouver movement should kind of request that we put a bit more government research into green technologies, for instance, non-poisonous nuclear energy?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think so. I think that the government wastes a lot of money on a bunch of stuff that's absolute bullshit, and we have so much money in the government that goes to really dumb shit, probably because corporations have so much to do with where that money goes, because they're putting it in the first place. And it's just so silly, and we have so many things that we could spend our time thinking about and doing, and instead everybody goes to fucking Starbucks, and it's like, let's wake the fuck up and do something about this. There are enough people on this earth that if everybody decides that we can do something, we can do something, and that is something I genuinely believe.
Okay, please understand that I'm not smirking at you. It's a megaphone behind me. It's very, very distracting. with a guy with a megaphone. Just for a moment. I'm kidding, of course. Oh God. It continues.
Alright, are you going to ask any other questions?
I am, as soon as the guy stops megaphoning.
We have a short.
Also, for the record, please note that clean nuclear power, I do not mean uranium power plants. That just causes cancer. There is, however, apparently an alternative nuclear source called tungsten, which, if proper research is done into it, it can theoretically provide nuclear power roughly as efficiently, if not more so, than uranium-based power, but can also do it without letting off cancer-causing radiation.
Sounds very interesting. I don't really know enough about that.
Hey, I recommend looking up alternative nuclear power.
For sure.
Anyway, on a side note, like, are you kind of staying overnight for the tent things?
Yeah, I am. I've been staying overnight this afternoon and up to staying tonight.
Very dedicated. I'm glad to hear it.
It's awesome. It's nice to wake up and be like, oh, I'm in a tent. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, in the middle of a fucking revolution.
Well said. So, one last question. Basically goes something like this. How do you believe that the Occupy Vancouver movement can kind of be improved or solidified?
I think that we could get a little bit more to the point. I think that we spend a little bit too much time on the process. I don't know, I think some people are process people and it makes them feel safe and comfortable. I personally just like to be radical. I think that if people took a little bit less time deciding all of the rules and a little bit more time just talking about what we actually need to do to change the world, then that would probably make the process, or the lack of process, it would just make things go faster, and it would make a lot more happen, I think. But I think that we're getting there at the same time.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, and have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good evening as well.
All right.